Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Malone Record Service Haun and Sauce Show, presented by Critters Corner, where we cover everything on the diamond with the West Green baseball and softball teams. As always, joined here with softball head coach Clinton Haun, baseball head coach Adrian Sauceman. Fellas, how we doing today?
Good. Cheer up, it's almost Friday.
You hear that?
Getting pretty dang close.
It is.
Out here on Wednesday again. Feels good, out of the weight room, so it means you got a full practice in today.
Yeah.
I stopped showing up on Mondays just because Mondays just seemed like bad luck.
Mondays were depressing.
They were.
They were rainouts.
Nothing worse than a rainy Monday. Mondays are already depressing enough, and then you got rainy Mondays on top of it.
Mondays during the spring season is usually pretty fun. It's the district games, but you get those rainouts. Nobody likes them.
No, they don't. Only one game to really cover this week, though. We previewed only one last week, and it was Unaka. Both of you took a trip up there to Stony Creek, one on Monday, one on Tuesday. The good news is both of you came back down with wins. So baseball picked up a 20-2 win. Softball picked up a 6-3 win. As always, choose who goes first and discuss.
It was one of those, it's kind of like a University High game. I told you we had 11 strikeouts and like 11 hits.
Yep.
It's about the same way. We struggled about the first time through the lineup. I think we went 3 up, 3 down for the first 3 innings. Luckily enough, we played defense. We played a lot better defense, kept us in the game till the bats finally woke up in the 6th. Cutshaw had a great game. Had short and hitting. I think she went 3 for 3, 3 RBIs. I think there's only one ball. I think she may have bobbled it. I can't remember which one, but she played pretty good at short. Aubrey, she played lights out at second. I think it was 7 outs. But that's being big, like you say, if you can limit walks and make the outs they give us, and hit when we get off the bus and not wait till the 6th inning, we could have been home a lot sooner. But no, I was proud of them, why they fought through the adversity of not being able to really barrel her up. Pitcher done a good job keeping us off speed. She been working on her changeup throughout the season, and tell you, she probably threw about 51, 52, and then she threw a changeup in about 36. I mean, it buckled us a couple times, but good job making the adjustments coming up. Scored them 5 in the 5th inning. And the 6th inning, we go back out on defense. I thought, here we go. Here's our 1 inning. I always say we have one bad inning. They hit the ball a little bit where we wasn't, but then lucky enough they hit a line drive back at Moa pitch, and she caught it and doubled the girl off at third. Got us out of the innings. I tell them all the time, make the outs they give us, and make a couple more extraordinary ones, and we'll be all right. And then 7th inning, come back in. Arnold hits a ground ball through the 5-6 hole. Steals first. Delay steal. I'll give her the green light. She feels like she can go.
Stole first.
Second. She's on
pretty
first.
Impressive.
Hey.
I didn't know he could do that.
Well, hey, you need to read the rule book.
Man, Judd could have had like 200 steals if we had stole first.
No, she hit and she stole second, and then got the third on a pass ball, and then Cutshaw came up and drove her in, gave us a full insurance, and then we went up bottom of the 7th, 3 up, 3 down, and came back on them all time.
Looking at the box score, too, over 50% of your offense came from 2 players. You had Haley Arnold, who went 3 of 4 and had 2 runs, and then you had Alexis Cutshaw. She had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, a run, and a walk. She got on base every single time. You look, she had 3 of your 6 RBIs. Her and Arnold had 60% of your hits. Arnold and Cutshaw, once again, had 50% of your runs. So half of your offense came from 2 players, and, of course, both of them contributed for all 3 of your doubles and extra base hits. How important was it to have that type of play out of both of them?
Well, they're both upperclassmen. I mean, you expect it out of them. I mean, I know they ain't going to have those days every day. But the main thing is when they don't have their days, the other parts of the lineup's got to step up. I mean, Mama always said you're going to have days like that. You just can't do anything right and stuff like that. But no, both of them saw the ball pretty well, hit it well. I think Cutshaw had, 2 doubles?
Yeah.
Haley's double was probably about 3 or 4 feet from being out. It hit right at the top of the fence on line drive.
She's getting away from him, doesn't she?
Yeah. Or eat extra honey bun.
Oh, Elmer. Wood glue.
Wood glue. I cracked. You sent me that word. I cracked up the whole way up here. Wood glue.
Have we explained all that yet?
Wood glue?
Well, have we said why we call her Elmer?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. I can't remember for sure.
She's very fair-skinned.
Okay.
So
Elmer's glue?
Well, and we were just, poking around one day, and I forget who came up with it, but Elmer's glue.
Okay.
So we started calling her Elmer. Well, prom was, last week?
Yeah.
What's a lot of the girls do right before prom?
Spray tans.
They go get tans. So Elmer comes in, she's looking a little bit darker than normal. And she actually came up with this. She said, "Hey, you can't call me Elmer anymore." I said, "Yeah, that's right, we're going to call you." She said, "Wood glue." It was about the same complexion too. It was really good. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, I laughed at that pretty all the way up here this
I
morning.
got a good chuckle from it.
Transitioning over to you, 20-2 win up there in Stony Creek the other night. Too many stats to read off with your guys when you have as many hits. You really didn't have as many hits. Only 6 hits. They had 4 errors, but you go through here. A lot of subs, a lot of kids coming in and scoring runs. So talk about how proud you were with the total team effort and everybody being able to contribute.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of opportunity to hit. We had a good approach at the plate. We wasn't swinging at junk.
Yeah, 14 walks might be a new team record.
Probably. We wasn't swinging at junk, and when we did get the opportunity to hit a good pitch, we took advantage of it. So I was pleased with that. We 14, 15 runs, something like that in the first inning, which was wild to see. The kid that started, they left him in for 69 pitches, which, for me, 30 is about a cutoff for an inning. If we go over 30, I'm going ahead and pulling my guy because it's a lot of pitches and it's a lot of stressful pitches. That's hard on the arm, but 69, that's a big number. But it is what it is. So we went through that first inning, and Carp, he was starting for us on the mound, and I had him get up and throw about 3 different times because the inning the top of the first took about 45 minutes. I mean, it just took
Dragging and dragging.
Yeah, it really did. So we go through, we get all that in the first, and then Carp comes in the bottom of the first, throws it pretty well. I think he gives up 1 base runner, strikes out 1. And we go ahead and start rolling in all our subs in the second there. We've got one guy, Bradley, he moved, and he's not eligible to play varsity right now. He's the only one that went that didn't get in the game. He's going to be pretty good for us next year. But everybody got in the game, and which is good to see. It's good to reward those guys too. We don't always get a chance to play everybody in a varsity game, so it was good to run those guys in, and they competed too. So Unaka brought in 2 pitchers after the starter, and those 2 that they brought in were pretty competitive pitchers. They were
only giving up 2 hits in those 3.1.
Yeah, I mean, they were. How many walks with those 2 guys?
6.
6 walks over 3 innings, much better than the first guy.
And the last guy who threw 2 innings only allowed 1 walk.
Yeah, those 2 looked pretty good when they came in, and our guys, I thought our approach at the plate was good, especially with those young guys when they came in. That 4th inning there, we got a few extra runs. That way we could try to get the run rule in effect and get on out of there and get back to Moss sign. The whole way, about 20 minutes prior to getting there, it just starts absolutely pouring down. Skies open up and it just pouring down. I'm driving, I'm sitting there thinking, golly, this guy ain't called yet. We're going to pull in there and it's just going to be drenched. I'm going to turn around and go home. But we pulled in, and it was a little bit wet, but it wasn't bad. Most of the rain had missed them, and it didn't rain a drop on us during the game. And we left and went to Freddie's there in Elizabeth, and it started raining on us when we got there. So I don't know how we managed to dodge the rain all that time, but we did. But Brandon Hunter came in, and he pitched 2 2/3 innings for us. Looked pretty good. He has all year. Every time he's gotten in, he's probably got about 13, 14 innings on the year. He can be an option for us here in the postseason, and looking ahead to next year as well. He can be a big piece for us, I think, on the mound. And then we closed it out with Big Caven Green. Got his high school pitching debut. He got the final out there. He threw 1 strike, and then the second pitch, Connor called a fork ball for him apparently.
Okay.
I didn't know that was in his repertoire there, but he got a pop up, and Connor caught it, and that was the third out of the game. It was 20-2, but you'd have thought we just won the World Series the way them two just acted. So it was kind of fun. It was cool to see though. But the young guys, they stepped up. They played pretty well. We always do. Anytime we win, we give a lineup card. The lineup card that we use. You have 4 copies of it. And we keep one in the dugout, and at the end of it, we'll write the score and the stats, stuff like that, and give it to kind of the player of the game. Just a little keepsake for them. Started doing that a couple years ago. Who do you think got it for this game?
Looking at this game and looking at all the stats.
Yeah.
It's hard telling, really. I'm gonna say
Tuna.
Tuna has got one this year.
Which one did he get?
I forget which game it was, but I gave him best bat boy.
Best bat
That's
boy.
what I
He
wrote
deserves
on
that
there,
award.
Let's see. I give the girls when we win the other team's lineup. I don't know they know who they beat.
There you go.
I'll say Bronson Brown.
Mr. Kyle Dillon.
Okay.
Kyle Sasquatch.
Big Kyle. Big Kyle. Yeah.
Okay, I see you on here.
I love Kyle, man.
He's
He's
subbed in.
good
1
kid.
for 1 with 3 RBIs.
Good kid. He works hard. He's here every single day. He never misses anything. He got in. He walked the first time, and the bases were loaded, so he walked in a run.
Okay.
So technically an RBI. Then he gets up that second time, and we got runners on second and third, and they get him in a 1-2 count. A couple pretty good pitches. It was they're the best pitcher that we saw from him. It was a lefty too. I mean, it's a good little AB from Kyle there, and he shoots one to center right there, and it's 2 outs, so we're able to score both guys on it. So he got him a little two-run knock right there on top of the walk, and he caught one out there in right third inning, I think it was too. So big game for Kyle there.
His OPS was a 2,000.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
It's pretty good.
little Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Hey, you forgot to mention one of our outputs for Monday's game.
What's that?
Autumn Carter had 2 RBIs.
Okay.
Oh, Slappy Gilmore.
Slapopotamus. The Slaptagon.
She put the ball in well play. And then Mo threw a great game. She only threw 72 pitches through 7 innings.
Yeah, when you throw 72 and get out of there, it's pretty efficient.
So, I give him to a shout out.
That's ironic that Kyle and Slappy had really good games on the same week there, huh?
She might get you on that one.
Oh boy, yeah. If she listens to this, she probably smacked me after that.
Fruit punch kind of day.
Mm-hmm.
Cool blue kind of day.
Cool blue.
What's the Mount Rushmore of Gatorades?
Gatorade, Powerade.
Gatorade.
Because there's a difference.
There is. Which one do you prefer more?
Gatorade.
Yeah.
Maybe Powerade's a little kind of syrupy.
A purple Powerade's pretty good.
Now, if I'm doing the powder, I like Powerade's powder better than Gatorade's powder. Like the mixture.
Yeah.
But if we're going straight store bought, I'm going Gatorade. What's the Mount Rushmore? We know Cool Blue's on there for you.
Cool blue probably the top for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Now there's a darker blue one too. I don't remember what that's called.
Yeah.
I like that and good.
Is that one of the Arctic ones?
I don't remember.
You're talking about just the darker blue.
The darker blue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Purple Gatorade, pretty good.
Okay.
And if I'm in the right mood, the orange one. Now red, I don't much care for.
Everybody's always hit or miss on red.
I don't much care for red.
Coach Allen Tolliver don't care for red either.
Yellow I don't like at all.
I like the yellow. I think yellow was the original.
You get into some of those more seasonal flavors, I guess. Sometimes there's.
Unpopular opinion, cucumber lime's up there.
I had never had that. It don't sound real appealing to me.
You got to try it once.
Now, all the freeze flavors are pretty good. The
Yeah.
Arctic freeze. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
The glacier cherry ain't
Glacier
too bad.
cherry, the clear one.
I
Yeah.
had one of them earlier today.
It ain't too bad.
That one's not good to drink when you're sick though.
No.
'Cause if you got a scratchy throat, it'll tear you up. It'll tear you up.
Is it me or does it feel like that one gets colder than the rest of them?
It's something in
It's
there.
in the name.
Yeah. But it's the cherry
Well,
one.
it's from Alaska. Blessed by medicine.
A lot of people don't know there's an apple.
Oh, the
Green
green
apple.
apple?
Yeah.
Green apple's pretty good.
Green apple's pretty good.
I love apples.
Yeah. Green apple's a pretty good one. That's what I'll do next. One of these interviews. I'm not gonna say next and get your hopes up. I'm gonna bring you in a Malone's Record Service hat and a green apple Gatorade.
I'll make it 2 hats.
If you do that, you'd move up to the top of my list pretty quick.
All right. I'll even bring a Snickers bar.
Now, I'm kind of on that C4 kick.
I like C4s. Which one's your favorite?
The high C Hawaiian punch.
No, I had that one.
Oh, they have it at a store in Marshtown. If I think about it, I'll get you one.
Blue
What is it, an energy
bombsicle.
drink?
Yeah.
Tell you the only energy drink I need is a Dr. Enough.
I don't know if that's quite an energy drink.
It is for me.
got
It's
about-
the original energy booster.
Yep.
It says it on the bottle.
It's got about as much sugar as an energy drink does. I'll give you that.
So them C4s don't have any.
Nope.
You drink coffee?
Not really.
I don't do no coffee.
I can't. Well, if my kidney stones, I can't anymore.
Nope.
It's a hard life. Can't have sweet tea, Coke.
If I didn't
Coffee.
have tea, I'd be hurting.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I haven't had tea in over a year. Struggle with it every day. I see it and I'm like, I just want a sip of it.
That's tough.
You had them about this time last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think you missed it.
It's coming up on the year anniversary, maybe about 9.
Yeah, because I think you missed a coach's show and nobody had heard from you.
Almost R.I.P.
It was about 2 days. I didn't know where I was at.
Yeah, I think nobody knew who you were at.
Out of this world.
It's hard talking to y'all with sunglasses on. I don't know where I'm looking at. I can't tell if I'm looking at your eye or if I'm looking over here to the left.
You're getting Ricky Raccoon over here.
I'm getting some sun lines out here, man.
I see.
Most of the boys were shirtless up here at practice day. We probably distracting the softball team.
Oh, yeah, they was.
Yeah.
I had to keep telling them keep their eye on the ball. They kept looking up here every time they swing.
Yeah.
They're
Bet
just
old
trying to
Slappy
pull it
was,
left.
wasn't she? I hope she don't watch this. She's gonna smack us both.
I'll message you and tell her.
We better cut the break though, so stick with us. We'll go ahead and preview who the Buffs and the Lady Buffs have on their schedule next, right after this break here on Grassroots Media.
At Terry's Flooring, we have quality products along with quality installers that can make your space look better than ever before. The craftsmanship that our installers bring to the job site is unmatched. Along with the great installers, we have a huge selection of hardwood, LVP, tile, and carpet. We know that spending money isn't that easy, but at Terry's Flooring, we care about your money too. Stop on in and see my Popsy at Terry's Flooring and allow him to save you money while enjoying the hassle-free experience.
Greene County, when the game's on the line, you need a team you can trust. Just like your favorite players on the field, Bailey Heating, Air, and Electrical has been showing up for over 30 years, delivering top-notch service to our hometown. We're just not your local experts, we're your neighbors, committed to keeping your home comfortable all year long. Call now at 423-636-8409 to become a member with us and get a heating inspection before winter comes.
Life's better with Bailey.
For more than 30 years, Tommy's Plumbing has served customers in East Tennessee with licensed and professional plumbing services. From installing your new faucet to replacing your existing piping system, our team at Tommy's Plumbing is trained to handle the job with professionalism, attention to detail, and integrity. By offering warranties on most products installed by our technicians, Tommy's Plumbing stands behind our work, ensuring that your plumbing needs are not only met, but that your problem is solved for the long term. When you need reliable and professional plumbing service, Tommy's is the only call to make. So give us a call today and let us show you the Tommy's difference.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Malone Director Service Haun and Sauce Show, presented by Critter's Corner, where we cover everything on the diamond with the West Green Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes baseball and softball teams. As always, joined here with baseball head coach Adrian Sauceman, softball head coach Clinton Haun. So you've got the end of your schedule ahead of you. I know postseason for you begins in a week. You're officially a week away from districts. So you play 3 games with Carter, Elizabethton, Morristown East. Yours is a little bit further away than just a week, and you play a little bit more also. You've got 5 games that we'll talk about, Chucky Doak, 2 against Happy Valley in that doubleheader, and then Greenville and University High. So we'll go to you first, since all 3 of yours are non-conference and you're at the end of your regular season schedule. You've got Carter here tomorrow night, which I'm presuming is going to be senior night, and then you travel to Elizabethton on Friday and up to Morristown East on Monday. So take me through those 3 games and what we can expect in them.
Yeah, those are 3 good challenges for us. 3 AAA teams, Carter and Elizabethton. They've both been ranked in the top 10 of the state for most of the year, if not all the year. So we wanted 3 tough tests right before we start district play, and I think we've certainly got them. We've had a conversation with the boys today, though. I didn't schedule 3 games against tough teams to go get beat 3 times. We'll schedule 3 games against those teams to go win some games and get some momentum built up going into the tournament, the postseason. You win a couple games like that, you really can jumpstart your team, which we've had a pretty good year anyways, but you can really jumpstart you guys with wins in games like that. So, yeah, that's senior day tomorrow, and then go to Elizabethton Friday and East on Monday. So, going after them.
I know tomorrow night's senior night, too. I looked behind the count how many you had up there. You've got 4 seniors that you'll honor tomorrow night, too. Real quick, run through them and talk about how much they've meant to your program in the time that they've played for you.
All right, so we'll just go in numerical order. That work?
That works for me.
Number 3, Connor Campbell, Mr. Soup. And then number 11, Jake Green. 14, Kevin Green. And number 20, Braden McCamey. Those guys, Connor and Braden, they've played really since day one. In some aspect or another. They've both pitched quite a bit. We've with Braden this year, we've given him more rest than really he's had since his freshman year. Went back and looked at the numbers, and as far as the innings pitched right now, he's a little bit lower than what he typically is. One, it was intentional to try to get him more prepared for the back end of the season, but 2, we've had good pitching from other guys too, and we hadn't needed him as much. So that was really big. Connor stepped up, especially as a pitcher this year. All those guys have quite a bit of experience. Caven's played since his sophomore year, really. Played a few games his freshman year, but everyday guy since his sophomore year. Jake is his first year being an everyday guy. He's been our DH. All but probably 5 or 6 games, and in those 5 or 6 games, we use him as a pinch hitter at some time. So he's played in every game. He's coming off an ACL from last year. So all those guys, they've had good careers for us, good years. Man, more than anything, they're great people that I love being around. I love those kids. They're good young men, and the older I get, the more stuff like that means to me than just how we do on a baseball field. I don't know if I'm getting soft in my old age or what, but forming those relationships with those guys. I thought you might ask that question, so I was thinking about that a little bit while I was dragging the dirt after practice. And we've each of those guys, we've had tough conversations with them. I've had to chew on each one of them for something over the years, whether it be grades or hustling out a ball or attitude or any kind of thing like that. Hadn't had to have many of those conversations, but I'm not doing my job if I don't from time to time. But man, we've also had a lot of good times with those guys too. A lot of cut-ups, a lot of jokes. Just a lot of good times with those guys too. They mean a lot to me, each one of the 4 of them there. Marty's calling.
Marty?
Yeah, do we need to put him on the show?
Shout out Marty. Let's hold off on that one.
Oh.
I'll call him back. Man, those four, they mean a lot to me, though, and they've I hope, my goal was coaching, and I was just talking with Braden about this before he left. My goal with what I do is to have a positive impact on kids, and I hope over the last 4 years I've been able to do that for them, and they've had an impact on me, and I hope they can say the same about me.
Transition over to you now. You've got a tough schedule ahead of you also, a pretty thick schedule too, with a lot of games to be played in a short amount of time. So take us through your schedule and how you're preparing for it.
We got Chucky Doke here tomorrow night. District game. It's an important district game for us. We can somehow find a way to win it and take care of Happy Valley both games. We have a possibility to be the 2 seed, which would mean first round bye. And then we get to host, and it's win, you're in championship. So those Chucky Doke tomorrow and Happy Valley on Saturday, doubleheader. They're 3 big games for us. Can kind of dictate on how the season goes the rest of the way. Then Monday we go to Greenville. It's like one of those kind of tough tests right before we get district play. Just try to go compete, and whatever happens, happens. And then got senior night Tuesday against University High here. Trying to think this season's about over, regular season. I don't get it. Football and wrestling seems like it drags by, but softball flies by. Goes a little too quick for my liking. No, I'm on the main thing, go take care of business. Get the ball rolling, go into district play, tournament play.
Same question from him also. You've got a set of seniors also. If you'd like to talk about them, go ahead. Talk about how much they've meant to your program and the time that they've played for you.
Well, we got number 5, Morgan Brown. I was assistant her freshman year. I took over sophomore year. She tore her ACL in basketball, which it hurt because there's one less pitcher and one less athlete on the field. But she's done a tremendous job from there on out. Right now, I think she's 5-0 pitching. Maybe I need to start her more. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
No, she's done a great job on the mound and the field. And then you got 6 is Haley Woodglue Arnold. Which when you said Connor Campbell, I was just going to say Connor Arnold.
Yeah.
Because we all know who wears the pants in that relationship.
Right.
Love you, Super.
No debate from Connor on that one.
Yeah, no debate. Haley's a 4-year starter, outfielder. Coming from her freshman year to sophomore year, she improved tremendously in the batter's box. And then her last 2 years, she's batting, for them 2 seasons combined, she's batting over 400 and something, with I think like close to 40 RBIs.
And they had the bet this year which one had the higher batting average. What's she at right now?
I think right now she's like 389.
Yeah.
She got it cleared.
Hopefully Connor can get real hot here for us these last couple of weeks and take her down, but not that I want her to go down in average, but yeah.
But no,
You keep hitting 389, you stay at 389.
Yeah. But no, she's done great in the outfield. She's 2-time All-District. Probably again this year. Then you got number 7, Chloe Eeyore Reams.
Miss Critters.
I got tickled though. This is a funny story. Michael got her the other day at Critter. She's just standing there. She's supposed to be cooking. He looked at her and said, "You got glue on the bottom of your feet?" You should have seen her face. Just the fact that Michael got her was the funny part. Chloe's one of those. She's improved every year. Still can't get her to pick her feet up when she runs. She's like on one of them gazelles. You ever seen those commercials? That's what it looks like. Now, those 3 great young women, one of them things like sausage talking, I could care less how. I mean, I want to win, but I want to try to make them better human beings, better people in the long run. I will say they do keep me on my toes. But right now, I can't remember. For as long as I know of, they're about the only senior class I know it's got 16 wins in softball for a while. Actually, 17. They won one freshman year. Now, hopefully, the junior class and the sophomore class on surpass them. But no, they've done a great job of turning the program around. Actually, just flipping it over, just starting. They've done a great job of being a foundation to kind of hold that together and move forward.
One thing with my seniors too, I was thinking about this. They've won 65 games right now, which is the most for any senior class in program history.
Wow,
it's a pretty cool deal.
Special.
They've went to 3 straight regionals, which is the only time we've ever done that. Won the district championship for the first time ever last year. These guys have accomplished a lot. I hope to over the last however many more weeks we get to play, I hope we really can kind of capitalize on that and carry this thing out as far as we can.
Last year, after you won district, you came back with just a mustache. Is there any type of bet going on this year?
They haven't thrown one out yet.
Okay, there's your key guys. Go.
Yeah,
final.
I don't know if we've got bigger goals or we're not even thinking about that. I don't know. That they've not thrown anything out. I'm good to go mustache again though if we want to do that.
Heck, I think I'd even frost my tips if we made it to regionals.
Yeah, me too. I'll throw one thing on his too. Old wood glue there, Elmer. I'm proud of her, man. He's pretty busy in the fall and the spring or in the winter, between football and wrestling. She worked out with us. I don't even know how many times. Probably 20, 30 times at least. Working out with us, throwing with us, hitting whatever it is, looking to get better any way that she can. And heck, far she pushed most of our guys. You know what I mean? So she put the work in, and she deserves everything that she gets. Not to say anything about anybody else, but just to highlight her. You know what I mean? And that's pretty special.
You've had a week to think about another one. Do we have a tagline?
Yeah.
All right, we got one this week.
Did you see that wreck out there last week?
Out there?
Yeah.
Right there?
Dude ran off the road, and it's like his cut his whole left side off.
No, I saw the one down there next to the interstate.
Yeah, cut his whole left side off. He's all right now, though.
Okay, good.
Hashtag dad jokes.
I don't know if they called Hop on that one or not, but if that happens to you with your right side, call Hop. Get him down here. You wasn't ready for that, was you?
No, I didn't think that's where it was going. Thought there was actually a wreck up there that I'd missed.
Yeah.
We'll end it on that one unless there's anything else we've got.
No, it's time to go to church, I think. Yeah.
Senior night's here at West Green. Senior night tomorrow night, Thursday, 6 o'clock. This will be up before then. And then Tuesday, 5 o'clock down there at the softball field. Come out and support the Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes on their senior nights. Hopefully, of course, it's not the last time. I know it won't be the last time for you all playing here. Hopefully, it's not the last time for you all. So, fellas, hopefully next time you get to sit here and talk about a few more wins. That's all we've got for this week. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Malone Tractor Service Haun and Sauce Show, presented by Critter's Corner. Look forward to seeing you next time here on Grassroots Media.